Hi again, everybody. This is Tim Mahler, your personal craftsman. I'm back again to showcase one of my products as part of my video series, which I've done a number of other products in the past. Before I start though, first of all, I hope you're having a great day and I hope you're staying safe out there. Today it's all about DYB. What's that stand for? It stands for Design Your Own Board. Again, it's DYB, Design Your Own Board. Design Your Own Board are custom cutting boards, cheese boards, breadboards, decorating boards that you get to tell me exactly what you want. The basis of this is the fact that I've always had about 40, 50 boards online, different sizes, different shapes, different wood combinations. Sometimes you may not find exactly what you want, and I want you to be happy and get exactly what you're looking for when you purchase something from me. So that was the start of Design Your Own Board. So you get now to order online, tell me the wood combinations, go through a little process online where you order it. And then we go about coming up with a design. There's even, if you want a phone consultation, that's included in the price. And you'll see in a minute, the price is very expensive, especially when you consider the value that you're getting out of this. Come up with a design. Here's an example of a design that I came up with someone. I'll go back and redesign if you need. There's no additional charge. I'm all about coming up with a good design with good proportions with the right woods. You'll see there's probably some cutting boards out there that maybe some of them are cheaper than mine. Some of them, frankly, are more expensive, but the craftsmen don't always pay attention to design and the artistry of the board, and I'm all about the aesthetics of the board as well as making a board that's going to last for years and years and years for you. So once we've decided on the final design, I go into my workshop. I pick some of my finest hardwoods. I never pick the scraps. Some craftsmen, again, will pick their scraps because there's always a lot of wood that's left over. But what I find is I'm not going to get the grains that I want, I'm not going to get the matching grains that I want, and I want to have a beautiful board for you. And I'd rather not make as much money or make no money on a board and get you a beautiful board and something I'm proud of than put scraps together and have, it's okay board. So again, here's a piece of walnut that goes into it. This one, here's what they call a tiger maple or curly maple. You can't see here because I haven't put a finish on it. It's called tiger because there's actually stripes that go along here in the maple when it's grown. And it really kind of gives it a 3D effect when it comes together and gets finished. Here's a piece of Cypo mahogany, which has a really, really pretty orange red tone to it. And that really comes out once I put the oil finish on it. Once it all comes together, this is essentially what the board looks like. Again, looks like what I showed you in the design because I want it to look like what you asked for. Again, the price of this for this medium board, and it's a good size board, and I always make them about an inch thick or so, is only $57.50, and that's including all the consultation, the design back and forth. $57.50 for this size. There's also, which I'm going to show you in a minute, a little smaller board, which is only $40. It makes an absolute great gift, or buy some for yourself too. There's a lot that goes into making these boards, even once you glue them up, even prior to gluing them up, is you have to cut them in such a way that once you glue them up, that you get a seamless piece. That's going to make sure it's structurally strong so it'll last forever, but also the fact that it's a beautiful piece. Also then need to plane it down. Once it dries, the glue dries and cures. And then I sand it with about 4 different grits of sandpaper, put something called a walrus oil on it, which is a high grade, food grade oil. So it protects you when you put food on it. And put a coat of that on it, lightly sand it, put another coat of that walrus oil on it, and it brings up that shine for you, and also again protects it. The most important reason why you put the walrus oil is to protect it from moisture. Moisture on wood is a problem with wood, so you want to protect your beautiful investment here. Want to give you an example of another board. Again, this board is only $57.50. Here's another board, which is actually in stock that I have, which is about the same price, same size. It's mostly mahogany. It has some maple in it. Again, you see it has a beautiful grain. It has a little bit of what they call a fleck in it. This one's available. I think it's either $50 or $55 on my website, but it's about the same size as that. Want to show you one of my, just for an example of my $40 board, but also it's one of my favorite little boards. It's made out of walnut on both sides, and it has some of the mahogany and some of the maple on it. And if you see, the walnut has, it almost looks like a little bit of a river or stream in here. It's what you call sapwood. It has a lighter wood to it. It's in the same wood, it's in the same walnut, but it creates a beautiful pattern in it. And I cut it in such a way to make sure it's all balanced. And I'm all about creating a nice, pretty, balanced board. Just like I would do my furniture, I put the same effort into it. Again, this is on my website. I'm shocked that it hasn't sold yet. It's only $40, but the problem is that when you're selling wood products online, even though I even have a photo booth with lighting that I try to take the best pictures, things never show up as beautiful as they really are. Pretty much every time I send something out, I'll get comments from people, because I always contact people when they get the board, you know, whether it's a board or whether it's even a piece of furniture, you know, do you love it? If you don't love it, I want to make it right. And they always say, wow, this is more gorgeous than I thought. Again, because you just never get the beauty of the wood when you're looking online. So the moral of the story here also is the fact that if you have any doubt at all, order it. Because you order it, if you're not in love with it, tell me, I'm going to make it right, because I'm going to return not only your shipping costs, your cost that you paid me, but I'm going to pay for the return shipping. So it's going to cost you absolutely nothing. Again, I want you to be absolutely not only happy, but love whatever you purchase. Some people love, and these aren't part of my designer board series, but you see behind me I have a lot of other boards. Here's absolutely a huge board. I have about 20 different boards this size in stock. These boards, the large ones, weigh almost 10 pounds. The weight, a lot of it is because I make them extremely thick. They're about 1.5 inches thick, so they're going to last for almost forever. About 12 inches or so wide by about 17 or 18 inches long. And, you know, the other side of it's not just big board. Again, I always pick out my best hardwoods and do great combination of it. This is just a really pretty board. It's, you know, I always say these are my favorites, but I have so many favorites because, you know, I spend a lot of time making them. The other thing is a board like this, again, there's a lot of materials in it. This has about $40 worth of materials in it, plus a lot of labor. I have a lot of overhead. I charge a little over $100. I'm not making a lot of money, quite frankly, for my time and for my shop overhead. So again, it's a beautiful board for a little over $100. So again, whether it's design your own board, whether it's a board I have on site, whether it's one of my wine racks, whether it's any of my other products, I custom build furniture. You'll see my furniture out there if you look at my gallery. Check me out. Again, I want to make you happy. Again, returns, no questions asked, because I'm all about the customer. That's why I started the business. I didn't start this business, quite frankly, to make a lot of money. I did it because I love to do woodworking and I love to make people happy. So again, check me out at www.yourpersonalcraftsman.com. Again, it's www.yourpersonalcraftsman.com. Have a great day and please be safe.